Time, shots missing, Aurora crumbling under the pressure, but duo v duo, D2R, can they somehow close it versus Aurora? It's all on Reefus, the hero of the moment at times for Aurora.
I think they wanted to save him, but if I were them, genuinely, TT Project is unfortunate. You're fighting Amix. Amix is like the worst team to encounter early game, because they just never stop fighting. You should just give up on Zerich, but they don't, as Havlik actually hits the shot with the Lynx AMR, and that's Effie's down in a somewhat reasonable area, but you do have to eliminate Spike for that to work out. We'll be sending it Neos. He does get good damage, have to go back into the driver's seat. But his ally is still alive, and this is... So much has been lost for no reason. Zerich was in an impossible position to save, and yet they're still committed to it. Effect, trying to redeem it, swapping on over to the shotgun, but even then, Spike stands strong. All of this to save Zerich, and Zerich is actually the last survivor. What is going on?
I don't know, mate. This is mental. A hell of an early fight that results in TT Project's immaculate run of things today.
And also, mad esports player Takinov. It's going to be looking a bit risky here as a solo player. And when you still have 15 teams alive, I would say for him, Takinov is going to be really hard to get to the point where you're going to get some placement points. It's Reason Boss pushed over the ridgeline for 27 plus. They're able to confirm 2 swift eliminations there, flushing out 1 and 2. Looking still for that extra member as Tapok will get headshot instantly from a range. Things are falling apart, and this is a true gatekeeping motion happening for 777. That this team, when they have the right position on the edge of the circle, they will zone everyone away, and they'll do it so damn well.
Yeah, they'll hold you back at arm's length and stop you really finding any leeway. For Windy, I do wonder if he's antsy about going for a bit more of an aggressive maneuver on this one. Usually someone that can be a bit of an individual powerhouse for Afterlife, but they've been so quiet. I don't know if some of that steam that he used to have has kind of disappeared with it. We'll see if Ozorox do engage in the close quarters towards him. Nade being primed for Ravo. Leon cooked that one to perfection. Blows it up in the back line. Windy, can he go huge here? Handles the first. Quick switch onto the second. Makes it look good. Windy doing some smooth moves. Once again shows us why we're excited about this young talent.
Oh, rookie player of the tournament. We haven't talked about it in a hot minute, Jackie. Oh my goodness. What a play. Using that wall as a hiding spot and just peeking left, right, time and time again. And it was enough to circumvent the fight against Ozorox and claim the win and also get Ravo back in a healthy condition. What a play. What a move. Windy showing why he deserves to be here in PMGO EECA Spring 2026. The team that, sure, today might not be really in contention for top 4. But I would say, given time, they could be the true new rising talent from this region. As now, over to the POV of Vicious. That's going to be a bit of a clap back and forth. They are very spread, though. And because of that, Koa will get punished. Out of the equation entirely. But they want to get revenge. Vicious sending it forward. It's Narvalo, it's Doran, it's Icy. They drop like it's nothing. Only Icy remains. And DG got the cheeky third party from a distance. And it was not even a fight. Not even a single elimination headed the way of Vicious. And they will stay stuck in 6th position and might drop as Arcred and 777 are still alive and well in this match. Maybe disengage, but as 3TM is in the building itself, leaving that fight as they already kick it off in style is going to be an incredibly hard task at hand. The nade connects. Nomi going down. This might be the opportunity for them to actually hard commit, as there's even a third party unfolding. Is TGM from up north looking to get the angle and seeing exactly what's happening inside of the compound.
Oh, 6 with a few shots. Light tags onto his back there. If they clear towards the upstairs floors, they could be blown off their feet quite quickly, as there's some strong firepower in the hands of DG77, and 3TN's very low. 6 is the first to fall. It's big Papa Pump in the hands of Freezer. Will strike. Sadira in the backline harassing as well, so Prepod can unleash hell with the SMG. The UMP assaults them, and 1-for-1 trades are quickly starting to be achieved for either team. It's not the best outcome for either side, as 3TM still on the upstairs floor now, waiting to do to them Well, DG just did right back. Run round the corner with a nade prime. Let's see if he can get this one on target. In the meantime, you've got Ravo going down for Afterlife as Amix scrap versus Aurora. Windy's finished off, so there goes Afterlife's running in this one.
Champions on the
Aurora
push.
side, man, it looks so good as well in terms of the individual fights. You take the push to them, you got to be ready for the sheer level of lethality they'll be bringing out. Like you say, this is the champions running that could result in their legs being blown off with a minefield detonating underneath them right now. Atomic, ooh, quick flick around. Thought that one would be an easy freebie, fearless assists, but there's other squads with their eyes lighting up. Arc Red notably realizing an opportunity to get involved, and perhaps even Aurora moving further down. Refus on rotate for this.
I was going to say, if you wait for this fight to be in full effect, this could be an amazing third party from Aurora if they time it right. Look at that, Champions Atomic. He's going to be knocked out. Same for Demo. Kino might be following in their steps very soon. Butch has got so many good angles, and yet Aurora going for the full-on third party. This is an amazing push. The timing is good. Top is not here, by the way. He remained in their previous compound in case things go a little bit haywire. They can look to reclaim a decent position, a safe position in the zone. So this is going to be an interesting 3-1 third party from Aurora as the nades are going to come on, raining on the members of Champions and also Avalanche. As long as they don't over-peek and over-commit, this should be a safe engage from them. The timing's right. As he gets the angle, sees Kino, thinks better of it, goes back into hiding in that smoke, and Refus will get knocked eventually. And he did go a little bit too deep on that ridge. This dip is good, but also insanely nadeable, so they need to respect their opposition.
Yeah, you got to play with the utmost. Can't do things by half measures here. And Kino just trying to stay alive for now, slowly slithering forward. Nade primed, could be on target out towards Monodoy and Butcher, but Butcher's carving a little bit further back, trying to keep his nose clean. Doc on the lookup. If he sees the nade trails, he'll be able to get a better idea of where those points are. That's another one flushed through. Aurora building their little lead here in terms of the elims the longer this goes on. So just Butcher and the sole representatives from Champions and Kino trapped behind the burnt-out vehicles with that entire ridgeline being Aurora Squadron waiting for anyone to reveal themselves.
Actually going to even solidify this ridge. The top joined up with the car onto his teammates. Eastern compound of Destined to Rise still in circle, so I think we are going to have to get to a point where teams crash the building just to avoid potential third parties, and even then I think teams will look to just crash the location right after you initiate your own push. Keep an eye out for the Destined to Rise compound. It's definitely going to be important in this game, as Champions Kino also eliminated from that match, and so will the entirety of Champions. Avalanche, Champions eliminated. Amazing third party from Aurora. The timing was right. I was scared that they got a little bit too deep on the engage, but they did pull back a little bit, slowed down, decelerate, and it did work out beautifully in their favor. So Aurora here in contention, making it very soon hopefully in the top 5. Also a team that you want to see hopefully do well is going to be Destined to Rise, rising through the rankings. That extra point they just got on DG is going to push them up in top 10, making it almost a single digit. 2 more points and they could be up in the top 9, as Aurora getting punished for over-peaking. Arc Red looking here for the push and making the ascent up the mountaintop.
Here comes the onslaught then. Star, good first move onto Doc. Top replies back as Fleek falls and Star finally goes dull as the team of Arc Red is losing their power. Response over though. It's the charge in from Hardboy. He's good for the up close fight, but it's only 1 knock and they can't fully flush onto it, so they should be able to play medic and recover the 2 downed players on Aurora. Reset off the back of that heroic charge in from Arc Red and have a fighting chance to get a chin dinner on this one. Our final 4 teams then being Aurora, Destined to Rise, Amix and TGM in our head-to-head here tonight.
You just know Destined to Rise want to give an eviction notice over to Amix, but it's very hard. You don't have direct line of sight. You don't have windows for easy nades, so they're just going to coexist for the longest time. Though the ridgeline of Aurora is slowly but surely being pushed out of the playable area. It is going to be Phase 8. Phase 9 is going to center up over to the west, and actually is going to be right on the road. Our mini-map is just slightly offset. On my map feed, the road is going to be the finishing area. Because Aurora, they still have vehicles, but I would say playing in the open would be a mistake, Jackie. I would say for Aurora, you have to go for a crash. Otherwise, you're just asking to have two teams, a duo and a trio, just spraying down in your area. I think a crash would be the best option here. So make sure you have a chance of getting the win and using that man advantage for yourself. As you can see, they're setting up the car for a wide rotation down south. This could be the game-winning rotate of the ex-APG roster.
Be a big day for them if they're able to do it here. 11 elims. Potential chance for the chicken dinner, and you can see they're playing confidently, moving different right now as Aurora close the gap up towards D2R. Shots on target to at least get their backs up, make them feel uncomfortable. And that duo of Amix have still had some pretty decent impact on the elims on this one. Lying in wait, the first bullet thrown out is a decent delivery as we see two players from Aurora buckling under the pressure. D2R withstands the might of Aurora on impact and bring us down to a 2v2v3 between these teams. This is going to be a scrappy final encounter.
Yeah, this is actually why I maybe wanted a breach coming out from them. But actually, the team now closest to the center of the circle is Aurora. Main issue is you're in a very nadeable spot, right? If Spike gets a little bit too close behind that wall, he chucks one nade or a Molotov, that could be a squad wipe.
Shots out. Few audio cues being given up between the two teams and pins being pulled for Amix for the potential engagement in the backline with a nade, seeing if that utility can be their saving grace. Spike just playing on the edge of the zone there, casts it forward, detonating inside of the smoke. Kavik with the elevated angle could be the winning piece for them. That one's good. Kavik detonates bets. Follow up though from Reefus as he looks to deny the potential points. So the third party from Aurora is what's winning this one out for them and giving them good momentum into the head-to-head. Duo v duo, D2R. Can they somehow close it versus Aurora? It's all on Reefus, the hero of the moment at times for Aurora, but will he be outnumbered? Peeks up, good first engagement. Domes, Darling tries to tuck in, gets behind cover, and still fighting on this one. Charges back forward, Max. He knows they're low. He knows they're playing for the pickup. Can he close the distance in time? Shots missing. Aurora crumbling under the pressure, but Reefus looks to clutch and will do just that.
Oh, the communication between Doc and Reefus is a thing of absolute beauty. If you saw for a second there, Reefus had no more ammo in his main AR, and Doc in the background behind the car dropped loot, gave ammo to Reefus so that was able to reload it, and thanks to that aspect of the game, able to convert this chicken dinner. Without the help of Doc, Reefus could not get the win.